Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. What you just heard was Guiles' theme song, and we are back with day number 9. The thing is that we tend to be one with the urges. Well, it depends what kind of angle you go at it from. Are you going at the angle from trying to avoid urges? Trying your best to avoid temptations? Um, let's see, what else? Yeah, basically trying to avoid urges, and fighting off the urges and viewing them as the bad guy, and you don't want anything to do with them and you don't want even to see them. If you go that way, guess what? The problem is that I think it just tend to relapse, um, because you eventually can't do that any longer. So what happens when you do have to face it? A relapse, obviously. With this new strat, essentially what's happening is that you are not really taking the idea of being afraid of your urges. You're more afraid of a different thing. Something where you're letting someone else down, not even someone else. More like the concept of somebody else, which in turn ties back to you, your identity, right? Because if it was truly someone else, um, like an authoritative figure, and you were doing this just for them, well, the moment they look away or it stops directly on them directly watching you, you're going to end up going back to the same patterns that you were before. The same thing applies at work, right? If someone's micromanaging you, you'll get really productive while they're watching you, but as soon as you get an off day, what happens? You're gonna play games all day. That's the same case here. So what I think is happening is essentially it's not the authoritative figure, but really the idea of you letting someone down, right? Like let's say you have this person and they're really rooting for you and you don't want to let them down. You know you have it in you, you know you're capable, and you know you have what it takes to from inside of you to accomplish this task. That is what drives you forward. And that's very powerful. So, with that being said, we're going to continue onwards. Tomorrow is day number 10. It starts getting real. Like I said, the urges today are very, very powerful, very, very strong, but it's much different than before. There is no temptation to look, peek, or anything like that. Um, Nothing at all. It's very, very, very simple and very possible, very doable. It's nice. It's a nice feeling. Sometimes it does get a bit intense, more so than yesterday, I would say. So yesterday was what I'm like kind of starting to lose track. Today's day 9. Yesterday was day 8. It's a bit harder. Yeah, harder is a good way to put it, sure. But at the end of the day, it's still the same. It's still doable, right? So that's the good part of it. Productivity still is insanely high. I mean, unfortunately though, I spent most of the day on the actual work. I could have spent it on Django. I still managed to kind of fully read the API book. I'm gonna go over it again tomorrow. I still want to do the strats and stuff. So much time. There's only so much time. Um, and especially since we're traveling to Europe on the 18th, um, I have to figure out how to manage time appropriately. So that's gonna be something. Also have some meetings tomorrow. So yeah, I still want to get the strat in. They haven't reviewed my strat just yet. I don't know. It's in a weird spot because some of it is actually passing, but while others is not. Like there's some columns that don't pass. I'm not sure how stringent they are. I have no idea. So I guess I'll know afterwards. But as of right now, um, yeah, no idea. But I do have a strat. I do have one strat, right? So um, that is very, very good. I have one strat told me to go told me to go long, so that's what I will be doing. I will be going long. Um, and yeah, I'll be going long, and then let's see how the strat does. Um, I'm assuming, I think I might buy like one more thing, um, one more time, but by a little bit more, like 25% more, 1.8 Ethereum, confirm buy. All right, nice. And then I'll buy the rest when Adam goes long, which might be tomorrow, might be the next day, who knows, right? But the signal told me to go buy, and this is a signal that is extreme. It's pretty insane. I'm not gonna lie. This is probably the best one I've ever even seen, actually, to this point. And the fact that I made this crazy. Um, yeah, that just goes to show you. That just goes to show you a lot of things. But yeah. What else can I say? Let's see. Um, what do we do? What do we do? Other than that, though, I'll talk to you guys tomorrow. Like I said, day 10, always exciting. But yeah, I'll see you guys then.